Hi there, Dr. Seti here, the weight loss therapist. I get asked a lot about the benefits of having a plant-based or a vegan diet. And so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. There are three primary benefits to this sort of a diet. The first is obviously health. There is an increasing amount of evidence that links the intake of animal products to illness, premature death, all that fun stuff. And tons of research suggesting that adopting kind of a healthy plant-based diet can have a massive impact on disease risk, cutting risk of heart disease, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, obviously risk of obesity, risk of developing certain cancers. In addition, it can reverse certain conditions like, again, obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes. Also noteworthy whenever we talk about the health benefits of a plant-based diet is that, processed meats were recently identified by the World Health Organization as being carcinogenic to humans. So omitting these, even just these, can lead to a decreased risk of certain types of cancer, colorectal and breast cancer most notably, and heart disease. And you also see some benefits in switching to a plant-based diet with lower inflammation levels, improved digestion, better sleep, clearer skin, all sorts of fun and valuable health changes for most people, assuming that they still are eating fairly healthy, because of course we all know it is possible to be vegan or plant-based and not necessarily eat healthy. So, important thing to note. The second benefit relates to compassion for animals. A lot of us are animal lovers, and eating meat and dairy can be inconsistent with that feeling. In the world of psychology, we are more at peace with ourselves when our behavior supports our feelings. And most of us are not fully aware of the process of getting that chicken breast or that steak so neatly onto our plate. And we do know that every year, I think it's more than 9 billion animals on factory farms are killed, and factory farm conditions are pretty horrific. So stopping consumption of animal products can be a way to support your ethical beliefs in fair and humane treatment of animals, if that's something that's important to you. And the third benefit, and the most clear and direct, is really the benefit to the environment. Adopting a plant-based diet is one of the most effective ways to create a really significant drop in your carbon footprint. We know that animal agriculture accounts from either anywhere between 15 and 50% of greenhouse gas emissions. And it's the leading cause of climate change, of water shortage, of deforestation, of land degradation. And animal agriculture produces more greenhouse gas than all forms of transportation combined. So there is no doubt that adopting a vegan or plant-based diet has immense climate and environmental impacts, most significantly, I would say, and arguably most powerful. So those are kind of the three different camps of benefits from a vegan diet or plant-based diet. And you can get those benefits even if you're not going 100%, even if you're making just kind of a few tweaks, right? You hear about people talking about adopting a meatless Monday or something to that effect. But even cutting out a little bit of this can have all of those impacts. So it is something to consider if you are thinking about it, or if you are wondering about how those things might have benefit to you and the planet. Those are generally the three camps. So just wanted to highlight those. Hope that helps, and I'll see you soon. Bye.